Alright, how's everyone doing today? Welcome back to CullCraft. We are now on episode 6, the famous episode 6. As you guys saw in the beginning there, I did decide to clear out the nether area around our portal. If you guys saw last episode, I almost died to some of the hogs in there. And so I want to make the place a little bit safer, you know, and just look nicer too. We respawned in the Crimson Forest, and so I just want to clear that stuff out. I actually ended up enchanting a diamond hoe because it was so slow, and I ended up actually getting efficiency 5 on it, and that made things so much faster. It was definitely worth the levels. You may remember me talking last episode about wanting to work on the village, get rid of these houses here, and replace them with something new, something better looking, hopefully. So I think that's kind of what I want to do today. There are some things that I'm going to need in order to do that. I'm going to need some iron. I'm going to need some gold. We're going to need to smelt that, so I'm going to need some more coal. And I'm going to need some redstone. Yeah, that's just some of the materials that we're going to need for today. Coming over to my base here, and I just saw that the copper's starting to get weathered down and oxidized, which looks pretty cool. This is like completely gone over. I don't know if I like it blue more or orange. I'm gonna throw it back to orange if I can. Alright, there we go. I think I actually like it blue better, but I'm just gonna throw it back to orange until that stuff turns blue. I'm gonna let it turn blue and see how it looks. Eventually I do need to get some wax, some honeycomb, I think is how you wax the copper. So we'll need to get working on that sometime here soon. Alright, not only do I want to be building new buildings for the villagers, but I also want to actually work on progressing some villagers and getting more villagers. So we're actually going to need a villager breeder, and so I'm pretty much going to need all of this and much more. But I'll take this for now. Alright, so let's start with the villager breeding. So, step 1 to a good villager breeder is always to have a good food collection system, you know what I'm saying? You gotta keep your villagers, gotta keep them full, you know? Can't let them be hungry. So we're just gonna come out a few blocks here, like maybe 5 or 6. What am I out now? 4? 5, 6, you know what, 7, 8, you know, why not? Why not 8? Get us a lot of carrots. We're gonna be growing carrots here. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and lay this down, and then we're gonna need to find a place to put some water. So actually, you know, the design isn't gonna work. We're gonna actually only be able to come out 4. Only be able to come out 4. Yeah, okay. So I came out 4. Is that 4 or is it 3? It's 4. Okay, so I came out 4 because I forget that we're actually gonna have to have water. And we can't just put water in the middle here because we're actually going to run rails underneath. So we need to make sure that if we put water down, we would have had to block our rails. And so I don't want to deal with that. So we're just going to come out 4, put some water in the wall there. We might wrap around the edge a little bit, maybe 4 off the edge. That might, we'll just come out just a little bit here. Like that. That might give us... we're going to need some more room as well, but I think that should be good. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Bring that out. We're only coming out 3, aren't we? And we need to go 2 in. Alright. There we go. Alright, so now I'm just going to go ahead and wrap around the back wall and put water back there so that we can actually till the ground here. Alright, so I got the water in place, and before I actually till the ground, I wanted to add some decoration, and I thought a good decoration piece would be, since we just did all that clearing on the nether, we might go ahead and use some of this stuff. So I thought the crimson wood would be pretty good. This area will be like hidden away, but I still wanted to make it look kind of nice on the inside. It doesn't really match the color scheme going on out there, but hey, you know, I've never used this block before, and I wanted to see if it was any good. So I think if we did something like this, but then strip the wood, it kind of turns purple. and I think that might be a nice kind of outline of this area. And I want these to match up, so let's flip this around that way. And then I guess for a wall color we can try and use this crimson planks. They might work well for the wall. I don't really know what I have that would match this purple very well, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the planks for now. Alright, so I like how that looks right now, but I'm kind of lost on what I should put as a roof, and maybe a different material for the floor. I was searching through my chest for a block that I thought would be good to use for the floor of the ceiling, and I was thinking maybe these deep slate tiles would look nice with this purple wood. So the crimson wood was cool and all, but yeah, I just wasn't doing well making it look good with the deep slate. I put the deep slate in, and I didn't really like it too much, and I just kind of wanted to match what was going on outside here. It's still night. It's still night there, so I'm gonna block that back up. I just wanted to kind of match what was going on out there in case this ever does become visible. I don't know why I would mine out the entire mountain, but you never know. You never know what happens. This, you know, and I think it looks better like this. I don't have any villagers up here, but I do have the chains set up so that when we do get them in there, they can't get out. I thought about filling it in with glass, but I don't use chains for like anything, and I thought, you know, this would kind of be like a good reason to kind of keep them in, but also have their like area kind of open. Because even with glass, it makes like makes the room feel like a different room. This I feel like all like goes together and feels like one big open space with the chains. The next step for this for what we're doing here is we're gonna need some rails. So we got some regular rails, but we need some powered rails as well. I'm gonna turn this into some. Oh, that's a lot of redstone actually. Okay, we're going to need to make some powered rails. That's a lot of gold I just used, but that's okay. We're also going to need some regular rails. Hopefully that should be enough. Yeah, that's definitely enough. And we're going to need these blocks of redstone here. I'm going to go ahead and make the rest into blocks. Alright, so I kind of already built this, but I need to build underneath of it. And instead of tearing this down, I got a plan. I'm gonna throw this trapdoor there, and then flip myself, kind of like that, in order to get down here. And that's a mistake. All right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and lay down the rail around. Actually, you know what? The first thing I should do is I should get a hopper. All right, I got my hopper, and somewhere along here. Oh. That was perfect. There's a chest, and we'll want to have our rail be here. And we'll go ahead, start our rail like this, and that's not how we want it. Need a block. Alright, we'll get our rail going, and then I'm going to go ahead and just add in powered rails as I see fit. Alright, so I have the rail put in. I think that I put it in the right way, but the only way we're going to know how is if we test it. And so I actually have some hopper minecarts over here. Should I have one? I thought I had two. Here we go. Probably going to need a third, but I'm going to test it out with two first to see how that goes. And I'm just going to throw them in right there and go ahead and push those. And hopefully those start collecting well. I'm just going to throw some of this cooked pork chop up there and see if it ends up in here, and it did. Alright, there is a spot. I want to see if I can find it. But there's a spot over here that I think it's right here that it won't get picked up. And it's because I couldn't get the rail to fit right there. And I couldn't figure out a good way to set that up. But that's like 2 blocks that doesn't have the hopper minecart running underneath of it. So I don't think it'll be too bad for us. So I tried to add another hopper minecart, and I think I broke it so I'm gonna have to fix this. I don't know why they start going in opposite directions, but... Alright, everything looks like it's working good now, so hopefully that's enough minecarts to collect all the carrots that get dropped from here. But I don't think I actually explained how this is going to work. So we're going to get 2 farmer villagers and throw them up here where the carrots are, and the farmers are going to go ahead and harvest the carrots. But before we give them time to pick up the carrots, we're actually going to have the hopper minecarts that we just put in go around and pick those up, and then that will be brought to us in this chest here. That way we don't have to farm the carrots ourselves, and we'll always have a supply, and we'll just take the carrots, bring them over, and we'll have 2 villagers here, and we'll throw them some carrots, and they'll be able to breed, and we'll be able to get a baby villager. So you may have guessed the next step that we have to do is to actually get some farmer villagers, and so to do that we're gonna have to go ahead and breed some villagers on our own. So I'm just gonna let these 2 guys out here, get them to come out, and hopefully we can get them in a central area. We may have to try and find a bell. Well guys, we don't need a bell and we don't need potatoes because they're already going at it, so I'm gonna let them do their thing. I'm gonna bring some beds over because they do need some more beds. Alright guys, so I put the villagers in here, and this is where I'm actually going to keep them, and we're just going to feed them some food. Maybe I have to get on the other side, but I'm going to feed them some food. I have 3 beds in here, so I think that they should start breeding. I don't know how much food they need. I'll see if that's enough. Why are you looking at me, dude? Do your business. Give me another villager. I need a farmer for this guy, in here. Boom, get that. Hey, you can have that, sir. Come on. I don't know. I guess it's a lot. I've already given them quite a bit. Come on, go ahead. There's 3 beds. You can breed. Oh, there they go. There they go. There should be a villager come from this. There are 3 beds, so they take up 2, and then the other one should be reserved for the new villager. Come on. There we go, there we go. Awesome, awesome. That's what we like to see. So now that we have a baby villager and future baby villagers, we'll want a way to take them from one side to the other, because we're actually going to want to bring them over here. So I'm just going to place that and get rid of this chain. And now hopefully the baby villager tries to leave and get stuck in the minecart. Alright, so I've been messing around with this for a little bit, trying to figure out a way that we can extract this baby villager from this section here and separate it from its parents there. And I think I have a way set up here. I'm about to test it out. I have this dispenser and it has a water bucket in it, and I'm hoping that the baby villager will go through that 1 block area right there. Alright, looks like he did. And we got him in the minecart. That was perfect. And it even starts moving on its own. I couldn't have made that any better. Alright, so the next step to this villager process is to wait till this guy gets fully grown, which he has. And then we're going to send him down this way, where we are going to us. Oh, no. Okay, no, that was don't put block. That's what I've learned. Don't put a block down. We're learning as we go. But so we just push him that way, and we're going to need this composter here, and we're going to want to go ahead and assign him this, and he can't reach it from there. Alright, finally I've got this guy to get the profession of farmer. I think the reason is because he could see the zombie, and he felt the zombie. He was scared of the zombie, and so that's why he wasn't getting profession. Because when I let him out of the minecart, he instantly tried to run this way, and he was just acting weird and all. So I think that was the problem. So now that should be fixed. Now what we want to do is actually do some trades. So I should have some carrots, and yeah, this is the opposite of what we want. He's mad at me for whatever reason, probably because I brought the zombie towards him. But let's go ahead and do a trade. I think we actually need to level this guy all the way up before we convert them, or else the rest of the trades won't be converted. So I'm going to work on leveling this guy all the way up to master rank. Alright, so I've gotten this villager to master level. So now we're ready to convert him into a zombie villager. This is what I'm worried about. I don't know what's going to happen, like how I'm going to get these guys separated after the fact. And I wonder if I can just keep them in minecarts. I'm probably going to try and do that as best I can. I'm going to need another rail though. We'll do a powered rail. And yeah, that should, hopefully this works. I don't know. I'm probably going to need a lever to get this guy out of here. But I'm going to go ahead and we need a block. I'm going to have to break this, aren't I? Or can I just go ahead and send him through? Oh, this is like such bad placement for everything because I need to remove this. But this should be fine actually. Let's remove. Should be fine to remove that. I'll just move it up here. And then we need to place a rail there. No. We need a rail, not a powered rail. Well, we need a rail here. Wait, we need a powered rail here, and then we need a regular rail where he is, I think. This is not good, but we'll see. Okay, there we go. We got that. Now we just need to like push him over there. Please don't die. Is he gonna turn? Does he turn? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Alright, and then when he turns, he's fine because he doesn't try to attack. Alright, that's good. That's good. Okay, now we need to get him. Shoot. Yeah. See, now we need to pull him this way. But I don't know how to do that without breaking this. We really need a sticky piston so we can bring this in and out. But I'll go ahead and break it for now. Maybe we can get some tinted glass so that way we get it back. And then we just need to run in between them. Like that. Okay, that was fine. That was good. Yeah, we'll get some tinted glass so that we can break that and replace it. But now what we'll do is we will get our potion of weakness. Go ahead and slap that on him. And then we need a golden apple, which I got 3 right here. We'll go ahead and give him one. And then that will start the revert process, changing him back into a zombie, or not a zombie, changing him from a zombie villager to a villager, and then we should get better trades. So I'll be back once this guy gets done doing the whole Twitch thing. Alright, we've got this guy converted back, and I have the tinted glass now put in. So we're actually going to need to push him back. Let's see what his trades are right now. Oh. So they did lower. Wait. That wasn't supposed to happen. I almost forgot that we can't let this guy despawn, or else our whole thing. We'll have to get a new zombie and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and name him. I'm gonna call him the Villager Negotiator, even though you can't really see that, because he's gonna give us some good prices once we figure out how to not be dumb and actually get this guy to lower his prices. Alright, so I've been working through some kinks in our villager breeding system in there, but I wanted to take a break just for a little bit because I wanted to work on something else, and that's actually where we're going to be putting our villagers once we get them out. So you probably noticed that I removed the 3 houses that were here, and I will be removing that eventually. I've also removed a house that was here, and a house that was there, a house that was there, and there was another house there. Yeah, so I was clearing that out because I want to add a new style of houses that kind of matches what we got going on here to our new village. We're going to redesign the village basically, and we're going to start with this over here. This is going to be our first villager house for a village here. Eventually we'll get to removing the ones up on the top of that hill there, but we'll save that for another day. As for this house, I've started laying out the floor plan. So this is going to gonna be the interior here, the floor interior, but basically you can see kind of the shape that I'm going for here. Wanted to make it easily accessible from our base, because this is where we're gonna put our Fletchers, and we might put either more Fletchers on. We might fill this with Fletchers, or have Fletchers one side and another one on the other side. But for now, all I know is that the Fletchers are going to go here because I use them the most for the stick trades, and they also do some string trades, which is good because we have our K-Spider spawner down that way. But I'm going to go ahead and start working on this before I go back to fix the final kinks in our villager breeding system. I've made a lot of changes, so we're going to have to go review that before the end of the episode. Yeah, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and start building. As with most things that I build in this world, it didn't quite go to plan, or at least I didn't like the plan that I originally had. But this is what we ended up with. My goal all along was to incorporate some calcite into the build, which is what we did. Originally, I tried to mix it in with some spruce, since we're in the spruce forest, you know. But it didn't really look too well, so I just stuck to the deep slate here. This is the tiled, yeah, the tiled deep slate. We used those. Not like super stoked with how it turned out, but it'll do. It'll hold us, our villagers, pretty well. Right now we got 2 in here. I need to find a better floor. I didn't know what to do as a floor. I tried a bunch of different things, and for some reason andesite looked the best, so that's what I went with. Yeah, but here I got some storage. We have our Fletchers in here right now. So I have my sticks because that's the main trade I do with them, and then I also have some string that I trade up with them. We get the string from our K-Spider spawner, which is out that away. Yeah, so we get a lot of emeralds from these guys because their trades are pretty good. This guy, I got his trades lowered, but the other guy I actually forgot to convert into a zombie. His trades are lowered right now, just a little bit, just because I've been training with him and he likes that. So yeah, maybe I'll get this guy converted to a zombie villager at some point. I'm not sure. Might just bring in some new ones, new Fletchers, so we won't even have to worry about that really. After building that building over there, I got back to work on trying to get this villager breeder up and running, and I have had 0 luck so far. So I have tried 2 different design setups for this, and one worked. This one I have here worked at the start, and I thought it was fine, and then it stopped for some reason. I have no clue why. Yeah, and it hasn't been working. The other one never worked at all, and I don't know what it is that's keeping these guys from breeding, but I'll show you a clip here of what they do. So they start with the lovey hearts, you know, and then all of a sudden it turns into storm clouds. I guess that's what that is. But yeah, which means that they don't have the resources they need to breed, and I don't know what that is because I give them plenty of food. They have food they can get themselves, and there's 3 beds here, and I know that like this is the setup that I saw, and this is what we need here. I'm tempted to just put a full block here so they can actually come over here and see if they'll breed then, like if maybe this is the problem. I don't know. I'll have to do some more testing and stuff, but I spent way too much time trying to figure this out that I think it's best to just move on. I do have the zombie back here because I thought maybe he was keeping them from breeding. So I put him away back here in this area, and we'll probably just leave him there and just get him out whenever we need to convert some villagers. So I'm pretty bummed about not getting the villager breeder working this episode, but no worries, we'll get around to it someday, I'm sure. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But there's some other business we need to take care of, and I'm going to just turn this guy down real quick because he's being a little annoying. Turn him down, but here's our axe we made the other day, a few episodes ago. We have efficiency 4 and unbreaking 3 on it. And I asked you guys what I should name this, and someone suggested Axington, and I actually never got around to naming it. But I want to do that today. But before we name it, I want to hopefully get efficiency 5 on that. And so I'm going to need this guy here, and as you can probably tell, I just converted this guy into a zombie villager and then back over so that we could get some lower prices, which, wow, that is quite a low price there. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I did not expect that. This is the first time I've seen this guy. So we want to get an efficiency 4 pickaxe. So we have an efficiency 2 pickaxe here. Or I'm sorry, axe. So that's going to give us an efficiency 3, and so we're going to need another efficiency 3. Alright, that will give us an efficiency 3. So we'll combine these, and then combine those. Just like this. There we go. Now we got our efficiency 4, and that took us a lot of levels. We were sitting at, I think, 41. Let's see if we can do this one. 21 levels. Sometimes if you move them around, they cost less. I don't know why, but see, that's only 17 enchantment cost. Yeah, but we're also going to name this guy Axington. There we go. Just like that. And yeah, that looks good. Alright, so we got our new axe here. And that reminds me, actually, I have feather falling 4 boots. So I actually bought another feather falling 3 boots from our villager outside, and combine those. Our pants have 17 durability. So I thought, you know what? Why not get some more pants and just combine them? Okay, let's see if we can get to the little cheat sheet. Oh no. Alright, there we go. Fire protection 2, unbreaking 3. That looks good, and we have 1 level. Unfortunately, gonna have to do some AFKing at our spider spawner over there. Yeah, but I decided instead of letting my armor just wear out and die, I'll just buy a new one, combine them, so we can get better enchants. They're not the greatest enchantments, but you know, fire protection 2 is better than fire protection 1. I do like the boots a lot, though. Feather falling is always nice. Well, I've spent a long time working on this episode, even if there's not too much to show for it. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap things up here. But before we go, I wanted to give you an update on our pumpkin patch, what we got going on. So, as you remember, we made the pumpkin patch over there from last episode. And we have it carrying pumpkins, it automatically harvests them, carries the pumpkins over here. Into our storage system here, and yeah, we got a little over 3 stacks. Not too much to show, but honestly, I've been spending most of my time out there in the village. We got an angry enderman over there. I've been spending most of my time out in the village, so that leaves the pumpkin patch unloaded, so it's not really harvesting any pumpkins. Yeah, so I didn't really do much in the Cave of Wonders this episode, even though we just made it last episode. There is a lot of things that I want to do, and I want to work on it a little bit each and every episode. I just didn't have a lot of time to do this one. That villager breeder really took up most of my time, and we didn't even finish it. But you can look forward to the next episode. We'll definitely be doing a lot with the cave. There's a lot of unexplored cave connected to this that I want to check out. Grab some resources, and also I want to be adding some new wonders to our cave, because you know, it is the Cave of Wonders after all, and so we gotta get those wonders in there. Along with more episodes of CullCraft, I will be posting videos with my friend Chris over on our joint channel, which we call the FizKidz. So you'll definitely want to check that out. I'll have a link for that in the description. I think I always have a link for it in the description, but I never really mentioned it in video. As well as he has his own channel, which he's been uploading some Call of Cthulhu videos, and those have been really interesting, and I think he's going to get started on a new game soon, so head on over there and give him a subscription, give him a new subscriber, and check out his videos. Well, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.